And what's with the sky? Now it looks like it's nighttime. But it's just daytime. Jeez, this feels like an Uwe Boll movie or something, the way these cutscenes are going. It better be all over. I can't believe it either, considering how much padding this game had. I thought I'd give up at some point. And we finally achieved it. Kinda. Now you just have to rebuild everything that Drake broke, which will take decades, if not centuries. Well, I wouldn't say any more wars, because let's face it, there's probably going to be more wars at some point. Yeah, we won our world back. Sudan, shut up! You didn't sacrifice much of anything at all. And there's no telling how many people you sacrificed to freaking Marinek's cause in order to get back in their good graces, so shut up. I don't want to hear a word out of your mouth. So all the people who ever fought against Drake in the war. And selfish people like you, Sudan, so shut up. Gosh darn it. That's right, Mia. Their deaths weren't in vain, because we eventually won. You know, after half the world's population was dead, but still, we won. Yeah, how are we supposed to go back to our normal lives after this anyway? Well, what do you mean, Tristan? Well, we have to move on with our lives now, Kirsch. I mean, what are we going to do now? We can't go exploring anymore. I wouldn't want to think about either. We were caught up in the moment. Yeah, throw a party. We won, so we gotta throw a celebratory party on the beach. Have a bikini contest or something, you know? Then the men can, like, do a strength contest or something. I don't know. They can play volleyball. I don't. Someone slit his throat now, so he can't portray anyone else. Just get lost. Gosh darn it. I don't want to see any more scenes with Sudan. Just take him away. But he hasn't earned forgiveness yet, because he hasn't been punished for what he did. You guys just chose to forgive him. You're like, well, if you help us out, we'll just look the other way. It's the same thing with Sasuke somewhat, I suppose, in Naruto, and it bugs me there, too. Dole, you were just a massive dick to people in order to protect the mayor. Sure, that's bad, but, you know, it's not on the level of betraying someone, trying to murder them, stealing people's valuable possessions in order to give them to their enemies. Like, the list of things that Sudan has done wrong way surpasses whatever you did, Dole. You shouldn't forgive Sudan either. So I don't know why on earth you're talking to him about how we can forgive Sudan for some petty crimes, as you'd put it, because... yeah, insignificant, you know. You tried to murder us. That's so insignificant, you know. Trying to murder the heroes. Ugh. Jeez. The developer has no idea what they're doing with the writing here with Sudan's character. I know they wanted to go the route of having Sudan be a sympathetic character that, you know, the player would want to see have a redemption arc. But he's written so poorly, you don't want to see Sudan redeemed. You just want to see Sudan dead and buried in a ditch somewhere. I would have been happier if he died. What's the point of apologizing to his grave? We eventually had won. I mean, too late to save him, but let's face it, we didn't save a lot of people. And now she has to rebuild Draco Gaia, right? New way of life, and that I thank you for. Good luck with that. There's a lot less people in this world now. Oh, hello. Hello, Rose. Sorry to disturb you. That's okay, Darius. I was just leaving. No. I'm gonna stay here in Draco Gaia and rebuild it myself. With these two hands. I see. Then please, would you allow myself and Lorelei to stay here and help you? Lorelei? I can't remember Lorelei. Did I even recruit her? Was she that one girl that was in here that one time we came and visited as a secret character? Well, to be fair, we blew up Marinex, so it's not the only one that got wasted. Why not go back to Aura Forest? Well, they're not the same, but at least if you're in Aura Forest, you can be with Mamito, right? Oh, is he gonna team up with Locke and go on a merchant quest? At least you can live anywhere you want. It's worse than that. I don't even live anywhere as such. You're worried about nothing. You just gotta step back and look at the bigger picture. A lot of other people don't have a home now, just like you. The amount of homeless is pretty massive, to be honest. You're geez, young, and you've got a whole life worth of freedom and peace ahead of you. You should be thankful for that. I guess you're right. You suppose it is lucky, considering, if he wasn't that strong by the end of the game, because I wasn't using him. Always obsessed with those profits, even near the end of the world. You always have to love that in video games where you can get merchants and you can recruit them to their side. Like, I can sell you stuff, but I gotta sell it at the same price as always. I know you're trying to save the planet and all, but no discounts. That way, if you fail, I'll have had a lot of money I could roll around in like I was Scrooge McDuck. And if you win, I can still do that. It's a win-win either way. The fullest, huh? You try that, Tristan. We all know your hair gives you strength. Recovered? Oh. I suppose I did, didn't I? I did go on a quest to stop the most powerful man in the world, after all. Yeah, can we please move on? The epilogue's pretty boring, to be honest. It's not like it's showing anyone hooking up or anything. Did your best. But this floor needs cleaning. Now. Well, can't be helped. Aura's kinda dead. A sign, huh? With or without a barrier. Now we have to worry about monster attacks, though. You can hope. Things never last. Oh. Gotta return to Balthazar's grave, huh? He knew his death would help everyone in their quest to defeat Drake and bring peace. Now the rest of us move on, not mourn his death. I'm sure he'd want it that way. Spiritually? Though no one can be sure of these things. Sometimes things happen that make me think that might be true. It's not so obvious, however, if you not pay attention. Not luck, huh? That's an interesting way to think of it. I think we're always being looked after by our fellow man. Don't you mean people? Gosh darn it. Yeah, can we please move on? Being near a grave is kind of depressing. We're in a graveyard. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. It's now called a GY thanks to Yu-Gi-Oh! Can we please get out of the GY? Thank you. Oh, she can now use all her elements again? This is where we grew up. Now I know you're really truly remembered. So you're saying, but you still look a little disturbed, Mia. What's bothering you? Who knows? You guys kind of have to, you know, considering all the gods are dead. Wouldn't have been possible without the help of our brave gods, though. And now you're gonna have the help of a new element in this world. Gravity! Is that really a great thing, considering, you know, you could probably break the planet with that power? Why? What happens if we need it again in the future, though? If anything was to happen with my element, then this fight will have been for nothing. Very well, sister. If that's your wish, then we should not argue. But if there's ever a sequel, you will regret this. Yeah, I know the developer always says it's not going to make a sequel. And I'm glad, because I imagine the sequel will be even worse. Yeah, near the end of this, I started to hate this game. The pacing just kills it. It, like, feels near the end like the game's, like, just crapping its pants or something. No, I'm pretty sure they were the same man. Drake back then was just a bit sneakier about it. He didn't like to be so blatantly obvious with the fact that, you know, he was a psychopath. I suppose it's probably because I was once closer to him than anyone else. Well, I guess you always blame it on Murdoch or Keegan. I mean, they were around back then too, right? Or are they trying to set up sequel bait? A year, huh? Well, we see most of the others. They're hanging around Winding and other places. Is Curse training in the forest again? Aren't these monsters too weak to even be useful for training? Me, I'm still the same old Curse, training here in the forest. Despite the fact I can kill all the monsters now in one gosh darn hit. I feel like Saitama from One Punch Man. This is really not very satisfying. Well, why don't you guys get, like, yearly party set up or something, you know, to reminisce about all the adventures you guys had. Jeez. I suppose you don't. I don't know, you could try sending a letter. I suppose mail exists in this world, right? Oh shit, Zidane there? This was a terrible idea. So can we just all join Jaco Gaia then? Zidane, shut up. You're one of the people that sacrifice people to Marinak. So I don't care what you say. Fate, eh? So now it's the power of the Force that let us win? Great. Shouldn't trust yourself in such finicky things, you know, like the Force. The good of the world was on the line. We were all pretty nervous out there. Yeah, that's a terrible idea. We could have done it without Sedan's help. Seriously. Screw Sedan. He contributed almost nothing after he joined us. Outside of solving one puzzle, which the game wouldn't let me solve with just one character, because, you know, we gotta come up with some excuse for why you gotta take him along. Legacy, huh? We finally gotta go into the end credits? Jeez. Ugh. This takes forever. And then we gotta have lengthy end credits, right? Jeez, by the time this is all done, I might want to split this up into 2 episodes. One for the battle and one for the epilogue. Ugh. Suppose it depends on how long this takes. Various artists, huh? You want to specify which ones? Problem is, we know that's not true. Several of the images from this game are lifted from old Super NES titles. So they weren't done by any particular individual. They're done by several different teams of individuals. I wouldn't be surprised if some of them are custom works, but a lot of them, like I said, are from like Breath of Fire 2. Some I think might have been lifted from Final Fantasy or something like that as well. We actually gonna get a cut back to the opening. Oh, there's more epilogue. Stayed in Mayfield to bonus fighting skills, one day hoping to win a tournament. Well, that sucks. So you gotta have even more epilogues? I can imagine. After all, Curse conquered it. Did not meet. Oh, nice. So, who am I supposed to get the piano music to? He did, huh? I don't even remember half these characters. Heck, we only met the sage on accident because I stumbled into him. Probably because most of her bandmates were dead, right? Good. He knows to disappear. You know, like those Nazis that managed to escape after World War II and went hiding in other countries. Yeah, I was there for that. Thanks for reminding me. Oh, yeah, she was only recruited. Didn't really use her much. Oh, you guys actually rebuilt that? That's nice to know. To be fair, he was pretty old. Well, that's nice, but we also saw that in the epilogue, so why do we have to have another epilogue repeating it? And now I have to worry about this video getting pulled because of the song here, too. Great. Yeah, I know. We were there. Built a new pub, eh? Why not? Finally met his parents, huh? Good for him. Yeah, I was there for that one, too. Yeah, we were there for that as well. Thanks for the reminder. Months, huh? Well, hopefully he doesn't return to our world, or we really will murder him. Well, it deserved to collapse, though. What do they have left to work with? We kind of blew up their castle. I really didn't need to know he had a happy ending. I would have been happier if he was murdered. A legend as the last surviving elf, eh? She wasn't already a legend for that? Ah, so he became a historian? So she became a circus owner or something? So Cerza basically disappeared, huh? At least from the limelight. Oh, so he basically became the new Balthazar? Gotcha. Well, I imagine he would be a worldwide hero after, you know, taking down Drake single-handedly. Yeah, I'm definitely going to split this into 2 parts. After all, this is going to be about 40 minutes altogether at this point. They got any other little presents for us? No. It was a terrible experience because of how badly padded this game was. The pacing was so bad, and the way it took care of its final bosses was just so awful. It's not even worth talking about. Actually, I think the developer said he's never made any more games after this one because it was such a trying experience to get this one done. Because he tried going for such an epic length game, it just killed his desire to make any more projects. Not sure you should have shared that one, unless you know it's a email that you don't use that often. I'm not even sure that site still exists. To be honest, I'm not interested in checking it out. Checking it out. You got enough secret messages near the end there? We got more epilogue bits? Jeez. That just looks terrible. Is he gonna say anything, or is this just one of those screens we can just tap our way through? Or are they like, we should end it on this, not return to the starting menu? Because reasons. But look at that water. Looks awful. Probably as this is an image maybe lifted from real life somewhere, or made with an early graphics engine or something, I don't know. But yeah. There's a real clash between Kirsch and, you know, the background there. Oh well. That does it for this game, finally. Until next time, then. See ya.